We know porridge does not contain enough protein, vitamins and minerals. So we've developed Cocoa Plus Protein Micronutrients Powder to help give them the best start. Cocoa Plus is affordable, easy to mix and contains nutrients your baby needs for good growth. Cocoa Plus, good nutrition within reach.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Welcome back. If you just joined us, this is Ephraim Live on GTV. My name is Abdul Fattah, looking at some of how we can blend or the challenges of career women, how you mix work and then also still having your career. It's not impossible, it's possible. Because today, fortunately for us, we have doctor and also a chief superintendent of police in the studios to tell us how she's been able to make it. So, madam, your school, basic school, primary, where did you start from?
Yes, I was brought up in Hohoi.
Okay.
I started my basic school in Hohoi Primary.
Great.
That's the Hohoi basic to the basic and to the, we call it secondary school.
Okay.
And then to the St. Francis Training College.
Right.
And then to the Kwame Nkrumah University.
Great. Wow.
Yes.
So how did you end up being in the service?
Yes.
Something you really want to, or maybe by an accident?
Policing for me is a passion. It's a childhood passion.
Okay.
I so much love the police uniform. It attracts me so much.
Oh, okay.
So as a youth or a child, our home shared a boundary with the Hohoi police station.
Okay.
So that is where my passion started. And then I used to observe, hide somewhere.
From afar.
Yes. And observe the police ladies in their smart uniform. I said, wow, what are this? I was so much interested, so I told my father, one day I'll become a police officer. Though I had opportunity to be in the training college, after 2 years, I was enlisted. Because it's a passion,
you left.
I left. I left
You left the
joyfully.
classroom.
Yes, the teaching training.
Yeah.
I left joyfully to the police training. Yes, because that was my passion, though there were some challenges. I persevered. And then, to cut a long story short, I became a recruit constable.
Okay.
Yes.
Station at?
Station at Konongo.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, that was my first station.
Yeah.
And I happened to work with astute police officers. And
At
then
that time, did you meet some female officers?
at Konongo, no, I happened to be one of the very few police women. We had only 2 police women in Konongo in those days. But the station officer, I met another CID station officer. They were very tuned to the policing work. And I learned a lot from them.
Encouragement.
Encouragement.
Because for the first time, if you don't get good officers, sometimes it will discourage you. What you were thinking and how now practically you're going to face at work.
Yes, I was very young, so they mentored me. And besides, I have a teachable spirit. I learn from people and I submit myself to be taught, to learn from others. Yes. So they actually taught me. They open up to teach me what I should know, even what I was not expecting to meet at that level. They taught me. So this inspired me to overcome so many challenges, even as of now. Though such experiences are still helping me to render services to people effectively. Yes.
So can you remember some of your childhood friends from the primary, from the secondary? Now?
Yes. When I was in primary school, I used my desk mate called Safiru.
Oh.
Safiru, wherever you are, look for me. Safiru, Muntaru, our school is a Presbyterian school, which was in the Zongo
community.
Yes, was close to the Zongo community, so that is where we all schooled. Yes, so, but there was nothing like
the discrimination.
No. We played together. Even the Muslims, because it's a Presbyterian school, every Sunday you have to go to church. They check the row. So we just grew together. Yes. Wow. And then my friends in Hawaii, that is Regina Palo, and then Senyu Hahatro. They were people in my community. They were older than me, but they so much influenced me to be like that. So that gave me the courage to study also. Besides the home upbringing, I remember when I was a police constable, these friends of mine were in university. You see the gap. So you can do it. How about you can do it? Just learn. Just learn. And I took to that.
Great.
Yes.
Great. So joining the service and then relating to people who are not in the service, is it difficult?
That shouldn't be anything difficult, because
there are some who, as soon as they get this opportunity, and relating to people who are out of service becomes a bit. I don't know whether maybe you have similar.
No, policing is to serve the community. So the people in your background, they are still part of you, and you are an inspiration to them. They are able to understand. You speak to them than other people. So as a growing up
they're able to relate to you because they know who you are.
Yes. Your background. So you're able to explain to them, when you do this, you breach the law. This ignorance is not an excuse. So don't do this, do this. When you have problem, report to the nearest police station for a redress. So my childhood friends, I still maintain them because they are my starting point. They're able to talk to me. I'm sure most of them are observing. Yes. Yes. They are observing. So they serve as a huge inspiration to me because my joy is their joy, and then vice versa. So to be an effective police officer, you need to be in tune with what? Your background. Yes.
So how do you combine work and family? Because when you join, then you are not having a family. You're not.
No.
But now, looking at the nature of work and family, how difficult or how easy?
Yes. I wouldn't say it's very easy.
Okay.
Because policing is stressful. It's a demanding, it's a service to the community. So you have to sacrifice a lot of your interest, pleasure to serve other people. When they are happy, then you are happy. So policing, the training gives you that discipline. So you become selfless. So as a working mother, I try very hard to keep myself within the discipline so that when I get to work, I work very hard.
When you're at home?
When I'm home, I try to switch off that word so that I can relate effectively with my family because that is my number one duty.
That's true.
Yes. My number one duty as a mother, because as a mother, I have the opportunity to train the next generation. So the next generation reflects me. So I have time for them. You can just imagine when you come back from work, you are tired. And your little girl said, homework. Homework. I won't eat this, I'll eat. So you'll be doing so many things at the same time. Cooking, feeding somebody, ironing, and doing homework, and giving somebody, do this, do this. But because of the policing discipline, I'm able to manage all this. And because as a mother or a parent, we need to have time for our children. Because we work to take care of our children. So we should balance it. Yeah, we should balance it.
There are some who are overcarrying the career and then eventually it affects the family. little time for the family. Not as we say, relating to the children becomes a bit difficult. They will not see you, or they will not have the opportunity to even relate to you, except maybe weekends.
Yes.
And even weekends, if there are some other national assignments, possibly they will not even see you or hear, they relate to you.
Yes. As a mother, I train my children. I train them that my work, I may not come back home, maybe 2 days, or they be late. So I delegate authority to my children, my son, according to elderly ones to manage. If my husband is not there, they are able to manage. And all my children, I taught them how to cook.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Both male and female.
Yes. Because you eat. So you have to learn how to cook. So if I'm not there, they are able to.
Great.
So the least opportunity I have, I spend it with them. Yes, I spend it with them. So should an officer be so obsessed with his work neglecting, that is not good. Maybe that officer may be referred to the counseling unit of the Ghana Police for that professional service. Yes.
So again, we want to now extend it from the family to the community. How do you relate to the community? The very community you lived or where you stay, or how do you relate to them? Because of mentorship, as we said.
Yes.
Because you are there to raise the next generation.
Yes.
So if there's no mentorship, then I don't think we have something to rely on.
I take delight. We reflect our community.
Yeah.
So I take delight in observing what goes on in my community. Go to the churches. Yeah. I try to link up with people in my community, and then with that rapport, I'm able to educate them, sensitize them. All right?
Because there are a chunk of them who want to be like you.
Yes. Yeah. So in my church, the church I attend, or the schools available, once a while, I stop by, talk to them, do this. You can become me, you can be more. I want you to be more than me.
Good.
Because it took me years to be like this. Yeah. You should reduce the years. Yeah. All right. So the friends of my children, I try to know their parents and befriend them, and befriend the friends of my children as well, so that I can have information.
Like they say, if you don't know the friends of your children, then it means you are in trouble.
Yes. So to have information, so that I'll be proactive. Yeah. Yes, so that I do that to protect my family. So also the community. Yes, so also the community. And then I made them to be aware that when you do this, this is the repercussion. A mother leaving a child at home going to market, you have already breached the law. So what kind of child are you going to produce? You might not have a responsible child. So you need to have time for your child. Spend time with your children. Yes. So I am able to affect my community effectively.
Good.
Some don't even know that I'm a police officer.
Oh.
Yes. They thought I'm a social worker.
Yes.
Because I'm very interested in their issues. Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so in terms of academic, how was it? Was it difficult? Because the way you said from afar, you observe and you see, you are so happy to see people in a uniform from childhood and wanted to be like somebody who have the opportunity after recruitment and you have been taken, then that's all. I don't need to go further. But you said no. You are now a doctor in the service.
My father once said, education is a common denominator, and that makes a poor and a richer equal before the teacher. So my parents urged us to study. So when I was a constable posted to Konongo, I studied in the night. I studied at home and I wrote my A-level. My parents trained us to read. I read anything.
Everything. You don't need
to. Just read. Just read, because my father may ask you, what did you read today? He has interest to check. So he just cultivate that habit
of reading.
Yes. So my siblings also do the same. So I went to Kumasi, transferred me to Kumasi, and I took the opportunity and I went to the university. After the university, I realized that I
No,
could.
you still have to go.
Yes, because I was finding some challenging in the work I do. I was done working with the anti-human trafficking units. And I have a counseling background from school. But I realized that it is not working, it's delaying. So what can I do?
In absence of that.
Yes. So I want to have solution to such problem. I want to have solution. I want to be effective at my work. Yes. This is premise on the background I come from. My parents are like that, solve people's problems. I want to. Why is it that human trafficking victims, I am not.
You are not able to relate to
Yes, because of their trauma and this thing. Why are they behaving this way? Why are they not receiving mine? So I identify a gap. Immediately, I enroll. To find answers to that. Yes. Unfortunately, after having the answers, I don't work. Yes. So such experiences bring to bear in my work. So when people are traumatized or distressed, I realize that they experience stress. I assist them.
That's great.
So that after that we can go on with the policy.
That's great. We are going for a short break. When we come back, then we will look at the other dimension of your work and what you do in the community, particularly in the service.
Original Coco Mama for plus no sauce.
Mommy, did you know that without the right nutrition, baby can cry and cry and cry?
Hey, my junior doctor, I did not know that. But I know good nutrition is essential for every baby's healthy growth. That's why I add Coco Plus to her meals to help her grow strong and smart, just as I did for you when you were a baby.
We know porridge does not contain enough protein, vitamins and minerals. So we've developed Coco Plus Protein Micronutrients Powder to help give them the best start. Coco Plus is affordable, easy to mix and contains nutrients your baby needs for good growth. Coco Plus, good nutrition within reach.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
All right, thank you once again. If you just joined us, this is Islam Live on GTV. We are looking at the challenges, our mothers and our those in academics, and also how you can blend that with the family that you have. You have Dr. Sarah Abba Afari, who is the Chief Superintendent of Police from Medina. Yeah, madam. So, with regards to the counseling that you just spoke about, now you've had that.
Yes.
Is there any other achievement, particularly in academic, that you can share?
Yes. When I realized I wasn't getting the effect, I needed spontaneous words. Yes. I wasn't getting that. I went back to do a PhD program in art education so that I can be trained as an art therapist. I'm an educationist, so that I can use that skill to assist those who are traumatized and then have a problem, so that is a first aid, so that they can revert and become normal for us to continue. All right. So by God's grace and with the discipline, as the prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said women should study. Yes. By God's grace, I've become the first policewoman in Ghana and the whole of Africa to be awarded PhD.
Wow. Madam, repeat that again. This is a breaking news. And it's only on Islam and Life. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So the first woman, the whole of Africa?
A police officer to be awarded a PhD in Ghana and in the whole of Africa. Recently, one police officer from Kenya, that is 2021, also achieved the same feat, and he has become the first police female officer in Kenya to be a doctor, Dr. Onyongo. I salute you, and I'll find time to meet you.
Wow,
yes.
That's great.
Besides that, other police women.
But do you know her personally?
No.
Okay.
Besides that, few police women in the Ghana Police Service are also striving. We have one doctor, Dr. Phyllis, who is in charge of the police counseling unit.
Okay.
Yes. My salutes, Doc.
Yes. Oh, okay.
It has been an easy thing being a mother, a wife, and then, yes.
Wow.
And then I told you that police discipline affects everything we do as a police officers. And then we need to work within a time frame. We have timeline to everything. So the program was 3 years. And then I don't take my studies to work. No. It affects my discipline. So after closing, when my house is quiet, everybody is asleep, 11, I wake up and study. Yeah, it's a sacrifice. Yes, to be able to affect your community effectively, you need to sacrifice. So as a mother, we sacrifice for a better generation. So if we become selfish to some extent, no, we might not have the yielded outcome we intended. So for education, it's a project, it's not an easy one. But discipline, one day at a time, you're able to do what? Achieve your aim. Because you don't just do it one day and end. You have an aim, and then you develop, you identify objectives, and then strategies to achieve that.
So quickly, on your UN assignment, which of them do you see a particular impact as in terms of comparative or comparing that with your community down here?
Yes. Ghana police officers, from constable to whatever level, are very professional.
Wow.
And we are one of the best policing institutions in the world. Wow. I've been to 3 missions, spent 4 years. And all this mission, I affected the community I serve. Yes, because whatever you do it to God. With that mindset, you go to go the extra mile. Service God. Humanity, you go the extra mile. Yes, I remember in Bosnia, that is in Europe, you see devastation. These refugees and IDPs, and then people have taken their homes, and I was a human rights investigator. So we collaborated, my team, with other agencies to get people's using due process to get people's properties for them. You see, women and children are the most vulnerable. But through association, collaboration, and then training, we're able to do that.
Wow.
Went back to South Sudan. Darfur is different from South Sudan. South Sudan, we had an IDP camp, the internally displaced people, 40,000 camp and 10,000 camp where I work. And I was a team leader for gender. Yes, we did whatever.
Because you know ACP Suraj?
Yes.
Wow.
My salute. he was my senior in school.
Great.
And he's still my senior.
Good.
And he's a brother.
Wow.
Yes, we are all from Hawaii.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
See, but don't here.
Madam, I think our time is up, so we'll give you a final. Maybe you can even speak in a way so that you can relate, especially those who are watching.
Yes.
Finally.
Bien, beaucoup de temps, avions, beaucoup d'avions, mais donc maintenant, il avait été suku dedere, enyonto, vino, no, obon kuno yobe vidi, vino kume no hokwa zongo, veto obon kuno yobe vioji, no bobe vio. Bendudo bobo so suro la mena chovide ode yo abanye mi atefe nola.
We have our white room, we have our orange room, we have our red room, we have our green room for massage. Let me move on to introduce our GH Fashion School to you. The GH Fashion School is the best fashion school currently in the country. When you come, our first semester will focus on specimen, and then